It's going down like this, motherfucker.
This shit is crazy. The following
Nigga get mad. Say, motherfucker, what you mean you ain't gonna let me in this funky joint? Much money I done spent in here, nigga. I knew your mama when she was hoeing. Hump, baby. Shit, bet I do it over time. Fade that, nigga. Shit. Bet the bar. Off time. Shit, boy, I'm trying to make me some money. Boy, I'm hungry as a hog needs slop Jesus. Shit, gotta be a Jesus, cause too many black folks.
For what he has, he says that the only way that we can solve our problem is to unite together among ourselves, among our own kind, clean ourselves up, rid ourselves of the evils that we've become addicted to here in this society, and try and
Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man. Yes, he destroy black boys. Yes, he destroy black boys. If you destroy him as a boy, he'll never become a man.
Joe Beach, he looked down, seen his feet, the nigga went berserk, killed the monkey, threw the bat out the window, start kicking that bitch in the air.
Say anyway. But I will. The way quantum entanglement works is that you can take two particles, quantum entangle them, and then take those two particles and move them at any distance in the cosmos. And let's just say, for example, if you quantum entangle two electrons and you have them spinning in the same direction, and then you take one of those electrons and you shoot that thing out 100,000 light years from the original. If you then rotate the spin on the one electron, if you modify it so that its spin changes, the quantum entangled electron at any distance will simultaneously in no time switch its rotation also, because they're quantum entangled. So these communication systems are taking advantage of this aspect of quantum mechanics that most people can't wrap their heads around, and this is what they're utilizing. It's just the new level of science that affords us the ability to communicate at any distance instantaneously.
You don't understand. It's cool enough just being cool, like I am, chilling.
Group of you together, you never can tell who's who. I've seen a lot of black guys, Nipsey, but you're overdoing it. Plus, I'm in love with a bitch I can't stand.
You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. You're a philosopher? Yes. I think very deeply.
I mean, TikTok. A lot of the white content creators on TikTok get all of their dances from the black content creators.
Hey, dance with me. Hey, dance with me. Oh, yeah.
Damn white boys out there. Most of them is psychopaths and all that. They'll kill your mama's mama.
Decent white folk that still don't know they're racist.
What the hell you want here, hunky?
Don't know me want it.
I don't mean to be out of, mean to be rude. I don't mean to be out of line. Mean to be rude. Mean to be rude. Mean to be rude. I don't mean to be out of line.
What's all that noise? Oh, that's just Dad.
Your lines are still open. Oh shit, you can get it, nigga. You wanna get it?
Come with baggage, just not asking the way was on.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, that was nice.
I like that.
Bitch niggas, hoe niggas, rich niggas, broke bitch. I told niggas this was on, yeah, right here.
The Chinese platform, you already know the Chinese platform, you already know they don't give a fuck about your black ass. And they,
I think we OD.
My word, can't be my equal, don't know what you heard. That's the difference when you're mine.
Used to snort cocaine, now I fiend for the check, yeah.
Schatzi, is it true what they say about the way you people are gifted? Oh, it's true. It's true.
I guess you go to the history of European civilizations. 250 years is how long they last before they implode because of their greed, because of their violence, because of an inability to let others be, including themselves. If they didn't have brown and black people to hate, they would hate themselves.
Nigga.
Do that dance, baby, do that dance. Let's work it out.
To the east, to the north, to the west, to the south, above, below, and the middle. Greetings. This is Big Pontiac, and welcome to the Chocolate Mountain Show. I am the holder of the infinite sacred ball game that was created by the Hero Twins, and I am that one and only Galactic Daddy-O, welcoming each and every one of you to my galactic patio that reaches from Minnesota to the universe. Well, that means I come on in. And thank you. This is the Chocolate Mountain Show, where we do the cosmic slap on the galactic patio. And to stay in order, if you watched me before, you know how I start this thing off by showing you the finest ambrosia. And again, the finest ambrosia comes out of Great Lakes, Elliott Nest. So pop them if you got them. I got the day block. I hope they're still open. I don't even know. I haven't been down there since June. So pop them if you got them. Cheers, everyone. And we're definitely smoking tonight. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It does that. Then we go 1, 2, 3. That motherfucker starts lighting up. And when it starts lighting up, it will light you up. I'm gonna put some more of the pipe up there because it'll melt in there eventually. So when I'm out, so I'm smoking. I don't even know what kind of wax this is. I didn't even ask him. It didn't matter. It's pretty good. But you know, the smoking is hard on the throat. So I got some mints up here that helps with that. This is pretty good. Gosh, I didn't bring up the other cord. I don't think I got a picture of her. But I want to wish my ex, my second wife, happy birthday. She turns the big 50. We've known each other for 30 plus years. We've known each other. And I still help her out. I mean, I do. I still help her out when she needs it, you know. And it's not that big a deal that I help her out in, you know. But it's, you know, we're cool. We're cool. I'm cool with every ex except my middle daughter. They live in Michigan. Me and her don't talk. I ain't talked to her in forever. Smoke them if you want them, though. Okay. That's probably good enough. Man. Now, I know y'all, I ain't the only one. My voice is shit. I'm not the only one that needs to fill in the rest of my brackets. So, Yukon won. And I did call that one. I say Yukon gonna win it again. That's what I'm picking. Northwestern. Did I get that one? Rich niggas, poor niggas. Oh, it's gotta be on here. Let me see. Northwestern. Did I pick that one? Because I know I lost Auburn. I lost that one. One Yukon. And right on, Lorenzo, if you listening, Lorenzo called it last night. Lorenzo called that Auburn was going to get beaten. Lorenzo called that. I don't see Northwestern. Kansas. Wisconsin. I got that one. Wisconsin losing. No, that's somebody else. That's Duke. Let's see. So where's that game at? So Northwestern, I have to keep checking to see. I must not wrote this down. So Northwestern beat Florida Atlantic. I believe San Diego. Oh, I can just get the whole list. Let me just get the whole list. I'm sitting here bullshitting. Here we go. Let's current men's brackets. Let's see. Is this? I can't make this out. That's too little. These are all too little. Just trying to men's. Oh, this is girls. I don't want girls. I want men's. Is this it? Okay. Now, this ain't got no scores. Where the scores at? That's what I'm looking for. Like, where are the scores? Like, it's that hard to have NCAA scores? Okay. All right, here we go. So Dayton plays Arizona tomorrow, which we do know. Where are the scores? Is this it? Will this give me all the scores? Yes, I think this will give me all the scores. Where's this? Yeah, this is men. I think. Okay, Alabama. No, see, that can't be right. Alabama didn't play Grambling. So this has to be women's scores. No, but did the women Dayton plays? That's right. GFU. I'm just trying to find a regular bracket. Damn, how hard is it to find a bracket that you can give me all the scores? Dayton's schedule. I don't need Dayton's schedule. Why are they giving me all Dayton's schedule? Let's see. Kansas escaped Samford, and March Madness is its first official controversy. Now, if you watch that, what I watched when with Colorado, and don't be surprised, Colorado was good this year, and Dion had a good team. But the Colorado guy in the video I show, he clearly pushes off, and you see the way they hold the ball in the basket. The ball was clearly going out of the basket. Grand Canyon won. Grand Canyon beat St. Mary's. That's why I'm just starting. Okay, so GC. Damn, I missed a bunch of these scores. I mean, I watch games, but this shit was upstairs, and so I'm still trying to find it. They're not giving me just scores. Why aren't they just giving me the bracket? Here we go. Just show the fucking brackets. I mean, how hard is that to show me the brackets? All right. Tuesday 19th. Okay. Thursday, we got, see, again, they're not giving me scores. Like, it's that hard to show scores of college? I guess it is. Let's see. Men's. What is it? The 22nd. Give me the damn scores. Okay. This looks like just schedule. But did they give me scores here? Let's see. Yeah, this ain't like, damn, is it that hard? Is it that hard? Okay, let's see. Tournament scores, games update. Okay, maybe here they'll give us all the scores. Friday scores. Okay, Northwestern beat Florida Atlantic. All right, where's San Diego beat UAB. That was a good game. I missed a couple games because, okay, this is right in order. And then I can go back to see how I did. So, San Diego State. I mean, really? Okay, SD moves ahead. And I already had that. I wrote that from last night. Lorenzo picked that up with Yale. He was like, Lorenzo had a feeling that Yale was going to beat them. So I had that last night. So let's see. The only one I don't have on this side is Baylor or UConn. Okay, I got that one. Yale, I got that one. Washington and Drake. Okay, I got Purdue. Let's see. Alabama, Charleston. Where's that one at? Purdue beat Grambling, which I got. Duke beat Vermont. I did watch that. I watched that one at the bar. That's over here. So Duke beat Vermont. Purdue won. Purdue won today. I did see that. Utah, Texas, TCU, I think won that one. Let's see. Let me just see ones I don't have up here. San Diego State. I know Duke won. I watched that game at the restaurant. Took my daughter's mom out for her birthday today. James Madison beat Wisconsin, which was a lot of bullshit. That wasn't a very good James Madison team. But I'll tell you what, and I know Houston won. I don't mind seeing Wisconsin lose because they some cheating ass when you play in Wisconsin. If you play football in Wisconsin or basketball, they are big cheaters. Big cheaters. Okay, I know Marquette won. And let's see. Clemson. Let's just find it as we go. Utah, is that right there? Yale, Texas A&M, Nebraska. I was surprised, Nebraska lost. Nebraska actually had a pretty good team, but so does Texas A&M. Okay, where we at? South Carolina. Let me see. Alabama, Houston. I already got that one. James Madison, Utah got beat by TCU. TCU. No, Utah State beat TCU. So where's that at? All right, right here. Utah. Okay. Then I'm at South Carolina. Okay, I got that one. There's more games than this. This is all the games? All right, let's see. What am I missing? South Carolina, Oregon was the other day. I missed that one. Who won that one? If you guys know South Carolina, Oregon, give me that one. Because that's Friday game. Let me see it. Today, what am I missing today? Let's see. Baylor, Marquette, okay. UConn, Clemson, Yale, Auburn. Yeah, I'm missing some motherfuckers. Okay, right there. I saw that one. Yeah, Clemson beat New Mexico. Okay. And Baylor beat Colgate. And that had to be another game from yesterday. Let's see. What's up? I'm here now. So you say, hey, I got Yale beating Alabama in my presence. Yeah. You that was yours. My baby girl Slaughter. Thank you for coming. Ha! You smelled that. Ha! That's funny. But thank you everyone for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. And I know it's late, but I came on as soon as the game. You know, I'm a sports head, so as soon as the game went off, that's when I came on. So who won between Alabama and Charleston? I don't have that score. I think that was from last night. And Washington and Drake. Is that today? Drake? Is that yesterday too? That might have been yesterday too. Because the games came on here at 11 something today. Came on 11 o'clock. And I saw the end of the first game. The game that came on, I think it's 11:50. I missed most of that game. Okay. That was the last game today. I don't know. I didn't really see any games. I thought it was better games yesterday. I thought it was better games yesterday than today. Because there was a lot of blowouts today. And yesterday we had some closer games. Let's see. All right. Quicker search on this motherfucker. Yeah, so Alabama won. Damn, 109-96. All right, Alabama won. Alabama gonna have a pretty easy way. All right, so here we go. Here we go. That'll give me the score. That was the score from last night. So they beat Drake. Washington State beat Drake. WSU. I think I'm caught up. I think I'm all caught up. Let's see, anywhere I'm not caught up. I think that's everything. Okay. One more. I think it's one more. That's it. One more. Let's see. South. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, they lost. South Carolina lost. Right? Yeah, Oregon beat them. Oregon beat them 87-73. Okay. That might have been last night before, too. So Oregon rode on. And Oregon was one of the playing teams, wasn't they? They was one of the Final Fours or something. I know Colorado beat Florida, so I saw that. That's the one I put in there. All right. All right. So what we have left, I guess we can go step by step on what we have left. Those that watch Michigan State, North Carolina should be a good game. It really should. I've kind of And like I mentioned, I only pick Michigan State because that's my every year. That's the one I pick. You know, basketball, football, I'm Michigan. Basketball, I'm generally Michigan State. So this one got me shiny and shit. This motherfucker got me all shiny. Let's see if I can cut that down a little bit. Well, I'm not so shiny looking. It's camera. So I've broken most of this down, but I need to break it down a little less sloppy. So now we're going to go into, Sunday's matchups. Let's look at that. That's one thing we can get on here. Saturday's games. Because some of the games will be on Sunday. So let's see. NCAA Saturday games. Okay. All right. So we have Saturday, it looks like. So we have North Texas and Seton Hall. Huh? And I think Seton Hall will win that one. Seton Hall. I have Dayton against Arizona. I think Arizona should win that. We have Bethune. This can't be right. Today, Bethune-Cookman. Bethune-Cookman. See, that can't be right. Bethune-Cookman ain't in. What the fuck am I seeing? Bradley and Cincinnati. Dayton and Arizona's right. Wait, this ain't right. Oh, this gave me scores. Okay, what do I got coming up? All right, I guess so. I guess this is right. Bethune-Cookman plays Arkansas. See, that can't be right. That's got to be NIT. Seton Hall bracket. That's got to be NIT. Well, I mean, on the other hand, Bethune-Cookman, Arkansas State, they're not in it. They're not in it. Is this women's? What is this? Now, Gonzaga does play Kansas. Is that right? Gonzaga and Kansas. Is that right? Okay, we can go Saturday. Okay, these Sunday. Okay, Saturday's game. We got DeQuince plays Illinois, and I got Illinois for that one. Where's it at? All right. I got Illinois to beat DeQuince. What's other Saturday game? We got Arizona against Dayton, which is up here. Okay, I guess it is up here. Some of it is up here. There we go. So I'm just reading off my paper too. More Saturday games. So I got that one. Then we got we've got Saturday. We've got Washington State versus Iowa State. And I'm gonna go Iowa State on that one. All right. And then we have, because I don't see where Bethune-Cookman is on here playing Arkansas State. That has to be, CBI. That's what I thought. That's not part of it. Okay, Saturdays. Okay, I got all the Saturday games. What else left Saturday? Saturday is left. We have North Carolina State against Oakland. I'm going NC State. Let's see. And let me see. Another Saturday game would be. Okay, we've got Sunday, Saturday. We've got Gonzaga versus Kansas. I'm gonna say Kansas, but I got a feeling Gonzaga might beat them. Okay, I'll say Kansas there. And we've got Oregon versus Creighton. I like Creighton. I'm going to say Creighton. Creighton. I'm going to pick them. Upset. And then we're going to have Texas versus Tennessee. I'll tell you, Texas barely. I'm going to go Tennessee. So tomorrow I've got Seton Hall, Arizona, Illinois, Iowa State, North Carolina Central, North Carolina State, Kansas, Creighton, and Tennessee. And let's see. Try to make sense of what, I scribbled down. Try to make sense of what I scribbled down, y'all. But thank y'all for coming up late. Y'all just got done watching the game too. So I got done watching the game and came up here and got my shit together. That's all. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of, so let's see. Now I lost here to Charleston because South Carolina won. So let me see. I lost one today. Trying to see. Off today. Trying to make sense of my scribbling, y'all. Yeah, it looks like I lost. I'm gonna have to break it. Let me see. What did I break down here? That's there. Florimore. Yeah, I think I lost 2 games again. So I lost 2 yesterday. I lost 2 today. So, and tomorrow, I don't know. I'm probably going to watch most of the games tomorrow too. So thank you for joining me this late. I appreciate it. Hey, Joe, did you see the T-Wolves beat the Cavs tonight? No. I'm going to tell you how dirty they do us because I have YouTube TV. I have YouTube TV, and YouTube TV kicked out Bally's, and so did DirecTV. They kicked out Bally's because right now Bally's is up. So what was supposed to happen is Amazon gave them 30 or 40 million to keep going. So right now, unfortunately for me, it's all that. So like, what's funny is they showed a game Tuesday or Wednesday. It was on NBA TV. Now, normally if it's on TNT, NBA TV, I get to see the Timberwolves if they're on. No, didn't get to see this. They blacked the game out. They literally blacked it out. Now, they'll show me other teams on Bally TV, but when it comes to the Timberwolves, they black a lot of the games out. So, well, UNC women beat Michigan State women today. So MSC should beat UNC tomorrow. That's going to be interesting. That's always just my favorite. I think UConn is going to repeat. North Carolina would be my dark horse to win, but Michigan State is always my emotional favorite. So, you know how they like to do that 50-50 like wrestling. Matter of fact, they did the same with Nebraska, Texas A&M, men and women. That's a good point. That's fire. Thank you for adding that. Let me turn this fan off. Give me a second. Got my nose running. And I forgot to turn off the heat in this room because this room gets really hot. Like, this is a really efficient room. D-round battle. The score was 104-91. Yeah, it was some crazy scoring. And so Michigan State tomorrow plays at 3:30. Here we getting some scores. So Gonzaga and Kansas play at 1 because I think this is Eastern time. Maybe not because the first game will be 11:45, and that's going to be Dayton and Arizona is the earliest. Well, right here, let's see. Right here, no, they're showing a 10 a.m. So maybe I am on regular time, my time. They're showing that. No, this ain't. See, is this North Texas Seton Hall? No, this is not. Well, it says second bracket, West Seton Hall bracket. So that's got to be something else. Yeah, that's not. That's got to be Seton Hall bracket. That's got to be something else. And not the NCAA tournament. So Gonzaga plays at 2:15 or 1:15. I'm not sure. Normally I get times. The times are my times. So trying to go between games. Wake Forest bracket. Midwest Regional. So we have a late game tomorrow. Will be Texas, Tennessee. And then, today. And then later today, a game at 8:40. So that might be 9:40 my time because the games came on late. And then we got DeQuince plays Illinois at 7:40 or 6:40. I'm not sure. Oakland and North Carolina State. Oakland, I'm going to tell you, the one brother got tired. And I wonder if he has enough legs left to have another good shooting day. So we'll see. We'll see. Now up here right now, we didn't get very much snow last night. We did not get very much snow. As you know, we were under storm and we only got about 2 inches. My mother's talking about that she got 5 inches. No, you didn't. She ain't get that many. But upcoming winter storm where they say we might get 10 or 11 on Monday and Tuesday. So that will make the driving difficult. See a winter storm watch from Sunday night until Monday morning. So, and I live kind of right in here. Well, it shows the dot. I live right here. That's the dot where I live. So, as you see right now, it's 22 degrees and I'm telling you, I have my register half closed and it's still hot in the motherfucker in here. As you see, I'm in tennis shoes and a t-shirt. I would burn up trying to wear a hoodie up in this motherfucker unless I had the heat off all day in this room. So, even though the temperatures aren't going to be bad, we're going to have a colder week coming up and then definitely snowy, these 2 days, snow, rain, where it's been dry. And I'm kind of glad for the snow and the rain. We need the precipitation. I was doing my little working out and stuff and the grass is so damn dry, it don't make sense. So that's what I'll be facing. And, as always, I try to get into the money. So if you, again, everything closes. What did it close at? It closed. It'll give me over here. It really tells you what it closed at. What did we close at? March. Where's it close? But right now it's 22. It's 2166. We saw it go over 2200. And so right now you've lost about $20 from when I checked yesterday. And still anything over 2000 is still pretty good. You still, if you bet in the last three, you put your money and invested the last 3 months, you still made $97. And then actually, if you remember yesterday, it was this 97 plus this 18. So, and as you look at the dips and the lows, it hasn't went under 2000. See, all year, gold has not went under 2000. So long as it's above 2000, it's really gravy for gold. It really is. Isn't it show it? Now my Ford is going up. My Ford is, kind of down a few, but I'm hanging in there with Ford. Amazon is up $187. Ethereum is the one that you could have bought in kind of cheap. But if you look at the trend, all of it was down. And what did it close down? See, it even closed down. You see, the market was down today. That's why you're seeing. So you're seeing all this red. Well, that's why you're seeing it. The market was down and it's reflected. But look at Amazon. Amazon was kind of above. AMC, not looking good. GameStop, ooh. But gold again, 2166. It's not bad. Where's Nike at? Because they're waiting tomorrow to see if they sell these shoes. Silver. Silver is not bad. I love silver. And silver, the lowest we saw it was 22. So again, silver. And like what we wear is we don't wear pure silver, so you don't think you're gonna get these prices if you try to pawn something. For those that follow General Motors, you've made $7 for the year, but it's been pretty flat. You've been pretty flat with General Motors. So, yeah, not a big risk reward, but it's consistent. General Motors has been very consistent. So, it has outdone Ford. Remember, Ford was one that never took the bailouts. It never took the bailouts. So, So again, you have to invest wisely. And if I said be many times, those of you that have 401ks and you just trust them to come out mess with your money, well, we'll just pick some out because that's what a human resource would do. If you like, when they're putting that package together, if they don't give it to you to take time, like if they're trying to rush you in their office, no, go home, take your time, look up each one of those companies and see how they're doing. And so you're investing your money wisely. And instead of you just trusting other people, trust yourself. I'm good. I did better yesterday than I did today. Yeah, I think I lost 2 games today again. I know I lost 2 yesterday. So it looks like I lost 2, possibly 3 games today. So I'm glad I didn't put a whole lot of money out there because it's just, I didn't get it. Who was the one? What is this? Let me see. This looks like this is The Biggest Sacrifice. And this guy was he played so many roles, but Emmett Walsh died. He was 88. He was in some recent shit, but he was in Blade Runner, Blood Simple, Knives Out. Walsh was raised. He's kicked off his acting career, fashion with guest roles in the 60s and 70s, but unlike some of his peers, he continued to juggle big and small gigs throughout his life. He had a personal about work. I approached each thinking it might be my last. Cinematically, he got his start, an uncredited role in The Midnight Cowboy. It's kind of a gay role where you had John Voight and you had Dustin Hoffman. And Dustin Hoffman was a junkie and John Voight was like a trick cowboy, His credits too many and be remembered likes of Serpico. Slapshot is funny. Ordinary People. Fletch is funny. Blood Simple. Raising Arizona is real funny. The Jerk is funny. My Best Friend's Wedding. So he was in a lot. You guys knew who this cat was. Look, he got the coochie sweater. He got it all. Look at that. He had the coochie sweater on. So yeah, I was hip to him. Yeah, some motherfucker texted me today. He's like, motherfucker, did your story? You did. So I did that story about them girls yesterday. So I kind of like it. Motherfucker's like, motherfucker did a story you did yesterday. I'm like, okay, well, I'm glad I did it yesterday. Let me see. Somebody else. Oh, there's one more I saw. Wasn't just him. Let me see this other cat. Oh, are you guys hip to this? Russia got attacked. And Russia got attacked. At least 60 people dead after explosion gunfire hit popular concert venue. And I know I saw a video earlier of them running through there and shooting folks. Oh, so they're saying this is graphic. Okay, we'll see. And right now they're saying ISIS claimed to do it. I wouldn't be surprised. The Dirty Tricks people. The Dirty Tricks people had a hand in that, and their initial start with a C. I think the Dirty Tricks people had a hand in this. See, they just went in the mall and started firing. They saying these is Muslims. ISIS is supposed to be Muslims. Them seats ain't protecting shit. So this is crazy insane. So, but ISIS is the one that no one knows if ISIS did it or not. But yeah, they caught them all on fire, the concert hall on fire. Now right here, they're saying Ukraine swiftly denies. This got the CIA looked all over. And remember, ISIS and CIA is connected. We created ISIS. That's why if y'all don't remember, Obama used to say ISIL because the CIA created ISIS. So you can look it up. That's an American company. That's why I've said many times, it was so fucked up in Syria and they fuck up our tax money so bad. They had the Department of Defense fighting CIA people. So our tax money is fighting, 2 groups are fighting each other with our equipment that we've given them through our tax money. And it has nothing to do with the war. So that's how when they say, the rich, when they choose, they choose both sides and pay both sides, like happened in Vietnam. The Rothschilds funded Vietnam. They want to tell you it was the Russians. No, it was the Rothschilds. They funded Vietnam all those years Well, they actually gave Russia the money to fund Vietnam, but Ukraine's military intelligence blamed Russia's security forces for the operation. They would probably use the fallout to build support for the war. It was a planned deliberate attack by special service, behest of Putin. Some senior, including President, blame the attack on Kyiv. I do too. I'd definitely blame the attack on the CIA, and I'd blame the attack on Ukraine. That's where it came from. It came from them. They ain't caught off guard by this. This has CIA written all over it. Has CIA written all over it. We know where the dirty tricks comes from. We know how you operate. So they're trying to hide and say it ain't them. It is them. We know it is. It's a war going on and we see dirty tricks. Now, I don't know. When did this cat pass? I don't know who this guy is. When did he die? Doesn't really say when he dies. I don't know. Maybe y'all know who this dude is. Eric Carmen. Do y'all know this nigga? I don't know who this nigga is at all. I never heard of this nigga at all. Raspberries. I couldn't tell you a song. This band Carmen enjoyed a successful, included the release of iconic solo All By Myself. I do know that song. So he's the cat that goes, All By Myself. Okay. I know who he is. Let me see. I did better yesterday. Eric Carmen died. Eric Carmen. Yeah, that's who this guy is. Eric Carmen. Yeah, James. Thank you, James. But yeah, that's who this is. All by myself. I know that song. Did he sing anything? So he was 49. He's born in 49. So this nigga had me by 11 years. Released 30-track album, Essential. Like I still don't know who's who. This is him. Who was he married to? He was married to Amy Murphy, but whom he was with when he passed. Okay. Oh, did he have children? He had 2 children. When did he pass away? So he did. Okay, he passed away a couple weeks ago. So why is this story in here now? That's what gets me. They put this shit in here like, again, they're trying to match the blood with the dates and shit. So, oh, and this is for those of you that are, I'm a shoe junkie. The new ants are coming out. These ants, where they're going to have the 2 colorways, the red colorway and the blue colorway together, are only going to be available at Foot Locker. I can't see spending 100. Maybe these are 130, 160. I can't see spending on these. Maybe Hardings, but yeah, not these. The insoles are going to suck. The shoes socks-ish, but yeah, they just don't make a good shoe. The sneaker shown here is first previewed by Gilbert Arenas this week, and their speculation would be exclusive for athletes in the event. However, ever to put the rumors to rest, confirming the shoe will be released exclusively at Foot Locker. So, those of you that like this shit, fuck these shoes. It's like when you got those Jordan 10s. Remember they had the blue ones came out, the black and white ones came out, followed by the blue and white ones, and then they had the red and white ones, and when niggas would play in they got the McDonald's. Niggas would play in the Mackers, they, be hooping with both. This is probably the nicest one, is this one. That's the nicest one. I mean, this is kind of cool the way it reflects powers the color, but they don't make good shoes, If you got good insoles, you got your own insoles, then they're not bad, but just them by themselves. The Kobe's aren't bad, but even when I wear my Kobe's, I still have to put my toe things in there because they end up hurting my feet. The insoles suck. What is this? Damn. What is this? What? I'm trying to understand this. Okay, I guess this is victims. Some murder victims in Idaho. White supremacist prison break ID'd as men aged. So, Linked the homicide victims. Okay. Okay. Two old dudes got killed by, he's from, and said in the fugitives, Skylar Mead and Nicholas Uppinor encountered a man who's walking to his dog. They were taken and driven eastbound in a silver Pacifica. They found the man's body close to an abandoned vehicle connected to the detectives. Wow. This is who they killed? Why'd they kill this old dude? Schedule, but matter of death still pending. He was found apparent gunshot wound. Wow. Why'd they shoot this old dude? I mean, you could have just robbed him and pushed him off his bike. So escape. So they're still loose, getting ready to transport the man back to correctional facility. He attacked the corrections officer, firing shots and striking two of them. The men were at large for just 24 hours before they were captured. In total, 3 officers were shot in the incident. Wow, so they got their asses back. Most recent slated to end in 36. He was serving time for aggravated battery. Inmate was convicted after shooting Twins Falls sheriff. High-speed chase. He had been fleeing a traffic stop. Secure the area around the residence, and they left in different cars. They were stopped and arrested nearby. Wow, so they didn't get that far. They didn't get that far. So here's one of the white supremacists. Oh, well, we're sorry to hear that. That is debauchery. That is definitely debauchery on a whole different level. Here we go. Musicians who have died from liver failure. That means these motherfuckers drank too much. Motherfuckers who drank too much. Musicians, oh, they ain't got no little thing. Okay, here we go. Johnny Slanginger. Hard rock, Skid Row, burst into the scene. The band, vocalist who would go on to front the band for 15 years. He left the band to pursue, unfortunately, never took off, which left him in the position of not having health insurance. To let people know his liver was failing. I mean, he's drinking too much. Currently on 7 different medications. Okay. Jason Slatter. I don't know who he is. One of the most successful bands of California, Third Eye Blind. So what, buddy? Dude lived the life of 100 men. He wrote much of the edge has been Jason's strength. We doesn't tell. Okay. Michael Clark. Like other bands, was not a songwriter, supplanted by musicians. He was only with the Byrds, led distinction of being a founding member, one of the most influential groups, 60 drumming chops, and his later used some anew. Fortunately, that gig instead became a tribute show, passed away from liver failure. Just okay. Eddie Hazel. Yeah, he's got a California living. What is the Mama and Papa song? California. He does an instrumental of it. That's pretty cool. Headed by the actual embodiment of funk of George Clinton, started legacy of any act in the history of popular music. They gave us heaps upon heaps of the most romp-raking shakes. Tracks like Up for the Downstroke, Get Up on the Downstroke, Everybody Get Up. He was not on One Nation Under a Groove. That was Kid Funkadelic. He was not on Tear the Roof Off the Sucker. He was on the older stuff. He was, you can look like Maggot Brain. Watch the version where him and Michael Hampton play Maggot Brain together. That shit is nice. Let's see. Hazel spent the final years of his life destitute after struggling with a drug habit for years. He passed away from liver failure in 92. Maggot Brain was played at his funeral. This is Jeff Hanneman. Never heard of him. What spider bite developed. Okay, here we go. Death was from alcohol related. He drank too much. And 2013 is he was in a hospital recovering from a condition which can only be described as metal as hell. A spider bite had developed in a narcoleptic fasciitis, a disease that eats away at the flesh. Wow. That sounds like that other thing. Steve Harrell, Foshumang, Smash Mouth, possible. Despite having very limited music, Howell was determined to become a rock star. Fortunately, Steiner Deck was rife with health issues. He suffered from a heart condition. Wow. Known with neurological condition and arthritis, which according to national levels affects the central nervous system. So he had all kind of David Cassidy. Wow. But he's still pretty fucking old. Becoming a Cassidy proved to theater acting, appearing to Broadway, Blood Brothers, burst on the scene. Short-lived. He played Keith Partridge of the Partridge Family. While he moved, a respectable number of records achieved, including Cherish, I Think I Love You. So it says, what does it say? Technicolor in the 90s, he took lead role in EXF and MG Grand Jam, personally giving a show an overall that promoted rave reviews. He took advantage of his newly raised profile to mount a world tour. He remained active when he announced that his mother and grandfather, like him, he had been stricken with dementia. Just months later, he a long battle with alcohol dependency. It passed away of liver failure. Wow. Not Ray Charles. Ray Charles was a drunk too. Damn. He passed away from liver failure at the age of 73. Left a giant hole. Wow. Phil Taylor. I don't know who he is either. Passed away at 15 for liver failure. To comment, so he's a drunk. Al Hurt. Damn, not Al Hurt. People don't realize Hypnotized, I think, is Al Hurt's beat, isn't it? Hypnotized. Biggie, biggie. Whoops. Yeah, I think Hypnotized is Al Hurt's beat. He was hospitalized with little problems in 99. He died from liver failure in 76. Percy Sledge, If a Man Loves a Woman. Tracy Stafford, never heard of him. Wow. So, you know, you just can't drink your whole life. You gotta take breaks. And here I am. I'm saying take a break while I'm drinking a beer. Damn, what is this? Gang? Sentenced 14-year-old boy to death fight. Why would the boy that looked like this, sentenced their part in the violence, was stabbed with a machete? Damn. After a post-cold rivalry between youth and Newcastle erupted. Have been jailed. Why would they kill this little dude? Like, how could he be that much of a threat to anybody? Why would they do it? Look at them. Look at these booger bears. 6 friends received a range of sentences. Gordon was part of a gang named in court as the North Group of L.S. Wickers, who began feuding with their Ben rivals called the South Group. Began with the youth making and sharing rap videos mocking each other before escalating to violence. So they feelings got hurt because they talked shit about them. He said the gangs engaged in tick-for-tat violence, intimidation. About midday, members of the ambushed one of the rivals outside the college, violence, assault, filmed and shared. Wow, about 1,800 gang went seeking retribution with part of the new group's territory. The South groups were armed with machetes, a kitchen knife, and a hammer, and they lauded the West End Women and Girls Center to try to catch one of the groups. Received a metal baseball bat from a brush and ran the park with 2 associates. All 3 donning. Mr. said they wore gloves as they would be handling weapons, didn't want to leave a trace. Several of them joined, and including the drug dealer, Leem. Really, they were outnumbered. The South group fled back through the park, pursued by the North group. They were caught up by Gordon, who was riding on an electric bike, and a 17-year-old bike rider. Then followed altercation, which slashed Gordon through the top of his arm, severing his blood vessels and made him bleed out. Slashed back at his rival. Then now motorcycle broke the brawl by beeping the horn. Organized violence on the street. The court heard several members exchange snapshot about the violence, including 18-year-old Raymond Matthew had discussed weapons, said, "My mother's life, one dies tonight." Well, he's in prison now. Very good friends. So the youth have been deeply, they killed that boy for nothing. So the defendant's sentence were Liam Thompson, what is this? Jail for 27 months, 18 the time, 11 months detention, suspended for 2 years. Wow. 11 months suspended for 2 years, 100 hours, rode the bike. The passenger, 12-month standard referral order, 6 months. Wow, really nothing for murderers. He only gets 2 years. 2 years for murder. Wow. 2 years for murder. 2 years for murdering him. And really? I mean, it's like young people are so soft and sensitive today. It's like you can't even criticize them. Their feelings get hurt. I mean, anybody that watches the Chicago Wars, it's the same thing. You know, it's the same thing. People that live in basically the same neighborhood, and they try to claim certain areas. And some of these dudes ain't even hustlers. It's like the violence is not for hustling. The violence is the same kind of thing, talking shit to each other. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. You're just talking shit to each other. And then you want to kill each other because they done hurt your feeling. They got a better joke or a better rap song than you did. So, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if I quite agree with that. Oh, there's my main man, PJ Allen. What's happening, PJ? Thank you for coming. And I know he's somebody that always controls his.
My bitches. You saying you can't control your bitches? What?
I'll say I got 24 out of the 32. Yeah, I got to sit down and really break it down. So, L Reborn, I'm Maroon Khan. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Sly talked about these young fools. Okay, did he? Okay. I don't even see that nigga stuff. So I don't. Somebody they wrote me. They emailed me about what he talked about, but I haven't watched Sly stuff in a minute. I think I'm unsubscribed from him. Actually, I don't know. I stopped getting his stuff. I had to look his shit up, and I'm like, what happened there? So it just doesn't make sense. Unnecessary, just unnecessary violence. And that's kind of the sad part about America world, especially melanated people. They've said years, you got people fighting and killing each other over owning nothing. And that tells you how soft people are, that they want to kill because somebody embarrassed you in a rap song. They want to kill you. Man, Haiti is wild, but you know what? Haiti is a prime example of when Napoleon had Haiti. That's why Napoleon was ever able to attack and keep him rich. It was Haiti that kept Napoleon rich. And even when he sold the Louisiana Purchase and he was forced to give up Haiti, because people don't understand, they fought Haiti off the land, but what they did is they stopped them from being able to sell shit. So they blockaded them. So they stopped any other food from coming in, and they said, you're going to pay us forever. And that's what they kind of did with Papa Doc and Baby Doc. They penalized them for overthrowing the Europeans. And that's why Haiti is in the position it's in today. Europeans are reminded that if melanated people stick together, they could push these Europeans out. And that's what they did on that island. And so remember, the United States occupied Haiti for what, 25, 30 years? Went in there and occupied them and then put Baby Doc and Papa Doc in there. So here it says that Haitian gang leader, associate of Jimmy Barbecue, is killed. So one of them, they're coming after him. They killed his friend. Has been shot dead by the police. So the police are fighting the gangs. A 45-year known by the nickname runs a gang called Family and Allies. So we talked about, look how sweet they come out. Look at them, sweet. They work for Europeans, though. It's only capital happened in Haiti, so they ambushed the nigga to kill him. This nigga's ready to ride him in Jersey. Who you got a machete, nigga? Who you gonna kill with a motherfucking machete? This ain't the Tutsi anymore. Niggas gotta need the guns. Guards, interest, embassy. So they ain't getting up in there. But that's the real reason why they're embarrassed. They're embarrassed. That's why they don't want that country to thrive at all, because they're embarrassed by Haiti. So don't think they aren't. Did a little shopping today. Didn't buy much. I'll just show these motherfuckers. These was nothing special. These was just some Tommies, and they was only $20. Tommy jeans. Yeah, they weren't that. They're 25, so I got them for 20. So just some jeans. Nothing special. But they ain't that stretchy shit. I hate that stretchy clothes. Like the stretchy jeans. These is just jeans. That's what I like about them. They just jeans. I don't like that stretchy jeans. So that Marshalls, I don't know. I heard some Marshalls is closing, but That place didn't really have shit in there. Because we end up going back. I think I'm gonna end up getting me a pot to put my plants in, some of my plants. But yeah, clothes-wise, whoever the buying their clothes, yeah, they I don't know, they fucked up because they haven't had any good clothes. And I ain't been out to the outlet. I might go out to the outlet tomorrow, depending how early I get up. I know I'm gonna get up early. Get them shoes tomorrow. This is on Netflix, ain't it? Regina King as Shirley Chisholm. I don't know if that's gonna be good or not. If that's interests you, you might can check it out. I don't know if that's interests me or not. Shirley fucking Chisholm. And it's funny, I saw some shit today. I had a Land Rover, and this nigga that tried to say that there was a Land Rover that hadn't ran forever, and he did some little bit of shit to it and got it to run. I'm like, yeah, you on some bullshit. And he was showing how it's supposed to be easy. That shit is sophisticated as hell to try to build one of them. But he got it for $700, and he got it, and he had to rebuild the transmission. So, damn, Michael Jordan's son was going with chick for 2 years? Damn, I didn't know it was that long. He was with her for 2 years. Damn. Damn, 2 motherfucking years. Wow. It was somebody else I saw, another performer. I don't know. Oh yeah, the New York Auto Show is going. We're gonna have ours coming up too. That's one thing I miss about Michigan. I used to go to the Detroit Auto Show and the Chicago one, and each one would outdo the other. I mean, it really was something nice. I come here and the shit ain't shit. I mean, the one here, it didn't have any concept cars, none of that shit. Now, who is this? I don't know if anybody knows him. Local SK legend. I don't know him. I don't know this nigga at all. Maybe y'all know who this nigga is. He died March 19th. Y'all know who this nigga is? I've never heard of him. This is some nigga that died. Local SK legend. What is SK? Is that its type of music? No worries, friends, no worries. Goes the title of one of his, blah, blah, blah. Everyone that knew him, for this reason, the collective grief of the news is passing at 53. Wow, he was young. He looked old as hell, though. That's a younger picture. He looked old here. He looked old and unhealthy. Blah, blah, blah. My hometown became an SKA crash pad. Okay, okay. I don't know what SKA is. I took the photo. This was a empty lot across the street of their house, and Greg was always such a big supporter. Okay, and this is him. Help Cat, no worries. Okay, you can look that shit up if you're interested. Okay, swinging with a band. All right. I don't know who this nigga is, but maybe some of y'all do. You got a fresh pair of baggy Morris Days. I don't know. I do gotta look at the motherfucking I don't know if these are straight legs. What do these motherfuckers say? Now these do say baggy, so that's cool. They'll go over some of my fucking boots. Because all my other ones are pretty straight leg. So yeah, those are little baggies, I admit. Baggies, yes, definitely baggies. So yeah, if y'all know him, well, I'm sorry to hear it. I'm definitely sorry to hear it if y'all know him. It's funny though, in my life, like I just saw a picture of Elvis. I saw Elvis Presley. I was young, maybe 5th grade. I've told the story before. It was like the most, like I went to concerts a lot when I was young. I mean, a lot, because there was a lot of concerts. And I remember seeing him and I'm like, my mother asked me how I liked it. And I was like, man, he was like a fat dude that like his singing wasn't that great. The music was good and the background singers was good, but it was this fat, sweaty man that sometimes you couldn't understand the words. But the music was good, and he was doing the karate kicks and shit, and it's like, it just, I don't know. How would I describe? I guess it was uninspiring. You know, I saw Elvis, but it wasn't, you know, I wasn't jamming to Elvis. You know, I just went because I had free tickets. Free fucking tickets. But my friend's daddy had camped out for that shit, so it was serious for him. Even he was disappointed. He's like, damn, what happened to Elvis? I was thinking the same thing. I wanted to hear a honka honka burning love. Yeah, just a honka honka burning. That's the only Elvis song I know. No, maybe I know, what's the one where they're in the jail and shit? Going through the jailhouse rock. Yeah, I did see that. And then when I lived in Greensboro in the 80s, if I didn't have, well, when I lived on campus, on Saturdays, when it was all football season during the daytime, when it wasn't any football on, when college football ended, it was Elvis. Greensboro loved Elvis. Whatever the channels was, one of the channels, especially, you know, we didn't have cable back then. What's this shit look like? Damn. Is this Will Smith's son? This is Will Smith's son. Look at this shit. Like, what kind of style is this? What do you call this? He's got the blouse off his shoulders. He got a couple little bags. Okay, this is Donald Glover, Louis Vuitton, opening party. Tyler, the Creator. Okay, what else? Oh, they selling this dog. I guess the dog collar. Oh, okay. See, this is what niggas don't know nothing about. These kind of bags. Mugs don't know nothing about. This is how they started their business, was these kind of suitcases. If you want to know. They ain't showing no clothes. Oh, this is mostly for bags. Oh, he got something there. Okay. This is mostly for bags. All right. Those of you that like that kind of shit. Gay style. I got a fresh pair of baggies. Yeah. Because I noticed I wore my winterized. What are they? 6 rings winterized. What is the other winterized? But I wore them the other day, and I wore them with my skinny Nike sweats, and I was like, oh, these boots is chunky. They don't look good with these. So maybe next week I'll get to wear. Oh yeah, and Candace Owens got fired. If y'all didn't know, they fired this chick. This is what's funny about her story. She gets really famous because of being a melanated person. She was a melanated person, and her original story, and then she switched, kind of like she did the same thing like Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash became a conservative, but they done cut her head off. They cut her head off. While he did not elaborate on the move, it had been widely documented in the months since the Israel-Hamas war began. And so she was talking shit about them peoples. So they don't like when you know, the peoples have never been embarrassed as the bloodlust they are as right now. The bloodlust them people have, you see it. And they're trying to genocide the Palestinians to take the whole country and clean them. And America's sitting by letting it happen. But you can't blame America because they did the same thing. I mean, how can America tell Israel what to do when we did this? Not we, you Europeans did the same thing in this country. You just took what you wanted. By hook and crook. So if y'all care about her, you can look that shit up. I don't give a fuck about that bitch. She is phony, fake. What does it say? Michael Jackson's estate claims mother has received more than $55 million since his death. Why would that chick need $55 million? $55 million from his estate. Wow. I'm not making this shit up. So it says right here, Michael's estate claims mother has received more than $55 million. Why would she need that much money? Son, the King of Pop's youngest son, was said to file a motion to block from using money to fund an undisclosed legal battle. Jackson died, whatever. Since removed, has received more than $33 million in cash from a $160 per month allowance, along with $15 million to buy and improve her home, which comes with a private gardener. BG is reported attempting to block Catherine from using more of the state's money to fund the legal dispute to believe to be over a recent catalog deal with record labels. Formerly known as Blanket, BG was born Prince Michael. He apparently submitted a legal document arguing that Catherine should pay her own legal bills, stating it would be unfair for him and his siblings, parents and Prince, who are heirs to the state, to pay for the case. The independent contractor is representative for comment. Catherine surrendered her guardianship to his older cousin, Tito, in 70 Hamley. He has remained largely out of the public eye. His father's death. I wonder, is this the dude that was in Napoleon that played the Tsar? I think he played in Napoleon. I could be wrong, but I think he played Napoleon. So, is this him now? Don Reed. So, on a call to take action over climate. Why would he care? Why would he care about climate? That's some bullshit. So you know, you don't think that old woman didn't know her place and how much bread she was gonna get? You know, that she knew, and she's spending just like he spent, and that's a shame because that money ain't hers. There's no way that woman deserved $55 million of her son's money because she raised the children. Yeah, so you see what kind of life she's still living. So hopefully, time will take her out of their pockets. That's all I got to say. Time will take her out of their pockets. And she can give it back to him. Fed seized luxury jet meant for Bankman, Freed, and FTX. What did they do? A luxury jet was intended to ferry founder and other executives today from Bahamas before the crypto went bankrupt, turned over to U.S. authorities. The jet is being flown from where it will be surrendered to law enforcement. Why? What was their legal basis for taking it? It's going to be held by Carter's subject ownership dispute in bankruptcy court. Said the company's advisors worked closely with the government and they still took the plane. Huh. When these people come after you, they come after you. You see how they can raise you to highest highs. He was once the world's richest man. And they act like they don't know the crooked stuff that they did to become the richest person. And they knew what crooked stuff they did, but they still allowed it. So nobody can debate that they still allow it. So, I mean, if you really look at Jeffrey Epstein's life, he was touching everybody. And now all the people is like, well, we just went over like Chris Rock. Or not Chris Rock, Chris Tucker. I just went over to tell some jokes. Okay. We see what the jokes is. You did more than just go over there to tell jokes. And it just shows you, the debauchery of America. And when people have power, you see that's the sickest thing about America. I mean, the way it's like this child thing ain't never went away. They act like they go after, this is what's funny. They go after the poor pedophiles. They don't go after the rich ones. I mean, if you look at the amount of children and think about this, and that maybe that's why the children slowed down coming from South America, because they were disappearing by the thousands. Because we know what the Spanish did when they came over here. They started taking the children back to Europe. And the Europeans have went after the children ever since they came here in the 1400s. They have went after American children. And let me show you something. Let me play this clip again. I can go pee. Let me find this and play this clip for y'all in case y'all forgot. In case y'all don't really, damn, it is over there. Isn't it? It is. Where is it at? No, it's back over here behind me. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. It is. There's one thing I didn't change. Okay, I just looked this shit up. Ah, there we go. Should take me into everything, but I want to play this. Ah, there we go. See if I can find this. Oh, there we go. All right, let's see. Shorts playlist. What? They took it away? Let's see. Ah, they took it away. I don't see what I'm looking for. Shouldn't be here. Thought it was there. Yeah, it was in this playlist. View full list. Oh, here it is. In case you guys forgot, this is important. If they ain't, yeah, they ain't erased it. Okay, I'm gonna play it all. Let you get it. This is Lead Horse and Needle. He shows the person that wrote the Time Walking Papers, which I am one of the few people that own them. And let's let it play.
Stand up with the First Nations and our people that been living here for thousands of years. Stand up. We've been fighting for our freedom since the Nina and the Pinta and the...
Okay, I want to hear that shit.
We've been sharing information. Symbolic of the Christopher Columbus ships, which had to do with a lot of cannibalism, pedophilia, murder, rape, everything that they've done to our people. They've stolen our people, they've put them on these ships, and they've taken them to other lands and have eaten and have abused them physically and sexually. This continues to date on some of those ships that they are being sent out in. That's why we don't need any new ports anywhere around Aguasasne or any places like that. The other day we went to Albany. A few people from Aguasasne, along with myself, who is Chata or Choctaw. We went there and we confronted the Nina and the Pinta and the captain of the Columbus ships, and we let them know that we are saying no entrance, and that we do not want cannibalism here, we don't want pedophilia here, we don't want murderers, rapists, and thieves, and people of that matter. Those are from the Columbus ship. There is a difference. There are the white people who are the white tribe, and there are the white race. There's a big difference between both of them. The white race are cannibals, and those are the Columbus ships and the people who came with them. We've been sharing this information about the Columbus ships, where it is in the stars, and how it pertains, and what is going on right now. This is all a plan, and it has been, because if you look into these sky maps, you will see that they are exactly where they're supposed to be at this time, and that's why we are exactly where we're supposed to be, ahead of them, and we're stopping them, and we're going to hit them at every port. We want the people to know that you need to also get out there and get to these ports where they're coming. We need to see the support, and for you to say no too. These are your ancestors who were taken on these ships. This is your family members. These are tribal members. These are people from here who were taken on these ships. And that's when they say ship them in, ship them out. You got to know that these words have meanings. Although I have been explaining this and sharing the truth, I also want to introduce you to a friend through video. His name is Meredith Quinn. He is an international legal advisor registered with the United Nations.
Now again, the guy he's about to show wrote the Time Walking Papers. And nothing in my life has woken me up or showed me part of what this reality is, and turned on kind of what was in me. I mean, it kind of turned something on that was in me. So, and this is one of the few things you can find him speaking. So we'll let it go.
Nations at that time. He has passed. He took his journey 20 years ago when he went to the hospital after sharing much information with the people, and he didn't make it back from the hospital.
And that's why a lot of things happen like that, and that's why we don't go to hospitals unless something's broken. That's why we use the minerals and everything in our bodies now. You got to stay away from those hospitals because they are deadly. I'm going to introduce you and let you hear the words from Meredith Quinn from himself, and I will do that right now.
They were being attacked. This white nation was being attacked by a huge nation of cannibals.
Cannibal?
Well,
You're talking my language now. I can identify the cannibal for you. Because do you ever notice why the white man has fish on Friday? Now, remember that law I told you? What is the name of that? Doctrine? Payne's Doctrine. That's an agreement that the white men had to sign down and say that they would no longer ever kill an Indian, cut him up, make steaks out of him, have the Jewish rabbi bless it, and sell it in the meat market. Now, you know why the Payne Doctrine came about? See, scalping came from Europe. And so they used to scale, like scalping Indians out here was big business. Even among the millionaires are prejudiced against one another because of two groups. The one that's called the old money are the families that made all their money off human steaks, scalps, and all that sort of thing. That's called old money. The new money, they do not associate with the old money. So even among them, they have their own prejudice. But anyways, scalping got so good, the white man thought he really had it, right? So he come out to where I was. And only we learned how to do it really good. I mean, we were good. We were so good that the civilized nations had to sit down with the Dakota Empire to say, we now have to determine that is a crime against humanity by scalping them. And we had to agree that we would no longer ever scalp the white man again. And that comes from the Payne's Doctrine.
Payne's.
Never mind what these colleges say, oh, scalping comes from bullshit. We were just good at it. We took the one thing that the white man scared, and that is to go around clean shaven on the head. And I like to remind him of that. Okay, so cannibalism. So cannibalism was part of the white race. Now, there's a difference between the white tribes and the white race. Like, it's the same identity when we say Washishina, we know that's a member of the white tribe. And then the Washishu is the white race. The cannibals are the white race. Yeah, it's the same. You ever hear of St. Paul, Minnesota? That was the capital of our empire. It used to be called Ototo. And white people, tribal people that got driven from their countries over in Europe, they came there and they lived with us. I can take you a lot of towns in Minnesota. I'm sorry. When you come into town as a Sioux man, you're treated like a king. You know why? Because they were given territories, you understand, to live in and not to be molested. That the Dakota people gave to them. There's a lot of that back where I come from. So it's not always the same. All white men are prejudiced. It's not so. So, no fish on Friday is the fact because of Payne's Doctrine. And you got to remember when you ate steak, Indian steak, that was called the long pig. And from everybody that I've ever read on it said the long pig tasted a great deal like the short pig or swine. So the church doctrine of not eating any meat on Friday, it was put in there to make sure that the people through generations would stop eating human steak Folks stopped practicing cannibalism. So you're talking about the people that were attacked that were cannibals? That's what they were.
So cannibalism was going on before Columbus?
Well, yeah, Columbus, it took 10 years to kill all the Indians in the Caribbean.
Because they say that's when cannibalism first...
No, that's when it started. It took 10 years to kill every Indian in the Caribbean. Did you know there are no Indians in the Caribbean? It took 10 years because it was used as a food supply going back and forth across the Atlantic. And that's recorded documentation on this man. It took 10 years to wipe out every Indian in the Caribbean. And there are no Indians in the Caribbean.
So this is becoming the end of it. I don't know if he says anything else. Let's see. Just giving a little astronomy here. You don't say shit else. I haven't watched it in a while. Okay, I see kind of where they're going in with this.
I also want to show you, you might have to come in real close, but these are the next stops. You may want to go a little closer. But these are the next stops. We came into, where was we? New York. We was in Albany. You can see that it's labeled here. He come all the way up through the of the Columbus. It's kind of like a sneak attack because they're all in black. They're traveling at night. They're using the stars, and they're going to be stealing, and they're going to be trying to kidnap somebody. So, if not a few people, so we need to look into the galleys in the bottoms, which I'm sure that they do not.
All right, that's my man Meredith Quinn, and that is his name. If you want the video, you know, you don't have to just take my word for it. If you want to watch this video, this is the name of it. Lead Horse and Needy, Columbus Ships, Meredith Quinn. This is from 17. This is from 6 years ago. So this is, and as I said before, I said, let me add that this is a report of one Spanish soldier admitted eating island people, no doubt. And I didn't see any replies. I have somebody else said they had the papers too. So somebody else here claims that he has the time walking papers, named Brandon Mon 1611 or 611. So this was a year ago. So I know I had this shit in here somewhere. There's a couple things I don't erase, so I knew that didn't get erased. But that's some powerful work. And, you know, one day I'll bring out some of the time walking papers and I'll go over a little bit of it. Yeah. Oh, shit. Kicked myself out. Didn't mean to. And so I'll bring it up. Oh, wow. Yeah. This is... Yeah, I know this is a story. People don't remember this story. I don't want to get in trouble for playing too much of this shit, but I'll play some of it. I'll play some of his plays. What is this? This is from, what is this called? The Raiders History. And there was a nigga named Warren Wells. Are y'all hip to Warren Wells? See if I can play a few of his plays. All right. This was Warren Wells. I forget what college he went to, but he was the AFL All-Pro. Let's see if they show him catching some deep balls. There he goes again. Now, this is in the NFL, but he played mostly in the AFL. Let's see. Get him catching some touchdowns. That's George Blanda. Wells. He even wearing white shoes for back then. Look at Wells. I love the white jerseys with the white numbers. Look, he got the white shoes on again, which everybody didn't wear white shoes back then. That was some Joe Namath shit. But what fucked him up was he statutory rape. He did statutory rape. Let me see.
And leave a like for more content like this.
So he's my mother's age. He's born in 42. That's what high school he went to. They don't show any of his real shit. But here he is. You know, this guy was all AFL. All AFL.
Managing general partner Al Davis was watching Chief.
Look at that Super Bowl ring. That's one of the sweetest one. All them 3 diamonds right there.
Would be the best wide receiver in the league in the coming years and was determined to have him on his team.
You got false
Davis's
teeth.
luck was that Warren was discontented with the Chiefs, who tried to
so he went to the Chiefs first.
Playoff contender under the leadership of coach John Rauch.
And that's who and they look at George Blanda
as the starting quarterback and occasionally George Blanda taking over. The Raiders were
That's
known
Ken
for their
Stabler right
powerful
there.
long passing attack.
Whoops. Kicked it out. Anyway, Warren Wells ended up getting hit for, you can look his ass up. He got hit for statutory rape. He got hit for statutory rape. And I know a lot of people probably never heard of him. Warren Wells. So you can watch that on Raiders History if you want to see that shit. Shopping malls are dead, and here's why. I don't think so. The Mall of America been here for, well, what is my son, 34? So the Mall of America been here 35, 36 years. So I don't know how dead it can be. And we got malls everywhere. Now, the mall near me is kind of on its last leg, but another company has bought a big part of it, and they're about to redevelop it. So, and it crushed me when Lids left. I mean, Lids was right around the corner. Now I got to go to the fucking outlet to go to Lids. And I don't know, people play so many games, you know, it's like, I just catch people all the time trying to be foul. They think they're getting me in something, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, I was like, oh. Because people try to really put you in situations, and I heard a word, and I'm like, oh, this is somebody else. This is somebody trying to be on some bullshit. So I was like, okay, I know who this is. I'm not falling for it. And motherfuckers forget, it's like every interaction with somebody, you should understand. You know, you should look at it and say, okay, what is really going on here? Teen pleads guilty that he killed this young girl. And I don't think they got much into it either. When they killed this young girl, because I read this earlier when they killed the young girl here. I guess it's debauchery. So I guess we can go with it. We'll play a little of the debauchery about the people that killed this young girl, which, shit, is...
Years for justice, and today the teen who murdered Zaria agreed to a plea deal that will send him to prison, but it comes with some very specific conditions.
That includes testifying against his own brother. Mary McGuire is in Minneapolis with the details of today's hearing.
Now, one of the conditions of this plea deal was that Kamara had to admit what happened that November night in court. Under oath, he said he shot and killed Zaria McKeever because she wouldn't move out of the way. Now, during the plea hearing today, Fode Kamara admitted to breaking into the apartment of Brooklyn Park mother Zaria McKeever, along with his brother, back in November of 2022. Kamara was just 15 years old when he shot and killed McKeever at the direction of adults who are awaiting trial. He is now 17 years old and was recently certified as an adult. The second-degree murder charge plea deal includes just more than 10 years in prison. Accounting for time served, that will amount to be a little under 6 years. Governor Tim Walz took the case away from Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty because she was planning to offer a 2-year plea deal to Kamara for the murder. Today, we spoke with community members outside of court who say they are still furious that that was ever an option.
It was disgraceful to sit in there and listen to somebody tell you the actual story, and we offer 2 years for that.
If you lost a loved one to gun violence, would you ever consider any amount of time justice?
Now, the plea deal also requires that Kamara testify in the cases of the other people involved in this crime. Those trials are expected to get underway in just 10 days. We did receive a statement from the Hennepin County Attorney's Office saying that this sentence significantly reduces Mr. Kamara's access to treatment that experts said he needed. A sentencing date for Kamara is set for May 8th. Reporting in Minneapolis.
Yeah, so that, yeah. Like, what could a 15-year-old girl look like? She had a baby already. So she had a baby. If that was her baby, looked like she had a baby at 13 or 14. So what could she have did that she had to get killed? What did she see? What did she see? What did she hear? I mean, it's just like there's just no, like, I don't even know, y'all. There's just like no, what do you call it? There is no. It's like people are born devoid of feelings, you know, and understanding consequences until it's the time, you know, of them to pay for the consequences. A lot of people don't understand consequences. And like, what could that girl, because they, you know, the bottom line is, bottom line, that the people paid, you know, paid those young people to kill her. That's what happened. They paid them to kill that young girl. Let's see what this is. This be happening where my mom lives. They're always stealing shit in the room. There's always a big room. Motherfuckers go in there and steal shit. I think that's what this is.
Dressed like a delivery driver isn't dropping off a package. She's taking it. Managers tonight, this person dressed like a delivery driver isn't dropping off a package. She's taking it. Managers of a Twin Cities apartment complex say this isn't the first time it's happened.
Here's Jason Rantala with their warning to residents.
This is the video sent to WCCO by management at a St. Louis Park apartment complex. They say what looks like two Amazon drivers were caught on camera stealing packages after making a delivery. In this video, you see someone in an Amazon uniform bring a tote into the apartment's package room. Later on in the video, you see that individual place at least two packages into a tote and walk out of the room. In an email to residents, management says, "We are aware of the two residents impacted by this as each has made a police report." In another incident just a few days later, management says a driver scans packages on his phone before he takes the two packages and puts them back in the tote and pulls the tote outside. The incidents were reported to both police and Amazon, according to management. We've reached out to Amazon to see whether the suspected thieves are employed with the company. They tell us they're still investigating.
At 9:45 on our ring, we got notified that someone had stolen our packages.
It was back in December when Anna Bowles had packages taken from her porch in St. Louis Park. That thief,
They were wearing an Amazon jacket.
also in an Amazon uniform. St. Louis Park police say there is an ongoing investigation into the most recent apartment thefts. Jason Rantala.
This looked like somebody that worked in Amazon more than the delivery drivers. I've never seen an Amazon delivery driver dressed like that. So, I don't know, y'all. I've never seen them dressed like that. So, there's not a whole bunch of debauchery, which is good. Tracking a black bear. I leave them alone. I don't want to track a black bear. The bears is fine. They stay where they stay. I'll stay where I stay. Yeah, it's been so warm. They're talking about two leaded fishing lines. That's why I linked to leaded fishing lures. Oh, okay. Yeah, because the trees want to grow. They were talking about planting earlier, but we get this foot of snow next week. Ain't gonna be planting no time soon till that shit melt. But it's been so warm that it melts right off. And right now it looks like Uber and Lyft are about to, unless they make some kind of arrangement, they're about to leave our state. No Uber and Lyft. What y'all think about that? No. And I thought like they was just gonna leave the Twin Cities, which would be the most money because it's the biggest area. But Minneapolis and St. Paul. Well, I don't know if they're leaving St. Paul or not, but when they said they weren't going to operate at the airport, I was surprised by that. But most of the people want to go into the city from the airport. So, and if the city's not paying right, that seems to be the problem. Oh, she's a bad mama jamma, just as fine as she could be. Oh, okay, this is some debauchery. Well, let's see what the debauchery is about. Let's see what it's about. It says 3 moms, and they show one mom with a grave. So 3 moms, probably their children got killed. Watch. Where we at?
And moms all on a journey for justice. Sunrise reporter Cece Gaines has their stories.
Darius, I was here, I watched it.
His caregivers would not believe him.
I know my son, and I know he's not violent.
3 different women, 3 separate incidents, one shared feeling of navigating pain.
When you lose somebody, we always say as families, it's like you're in a twilight zone.
Katie Wright entered that zone on April 11th, 2021, when her 20-year-old son, Dante Wright, was shot and killed in Brooklyn Center during a traffic stop.
I remember him as that kid with...
Now, this is within a year after Floyd. So as I've always said, this is a test here. So this is a year after Floyd. And look, she got her, she knew she was on TV, got her eyebrows done. She got the chimpanzee lips, but let's go.
With the big, beautiful smile and the heart of gold.
Officer Kimberly Potter claims she mistakenly drew her gun instead of a taser. She was convicted and sentenced to 16 months in prison, another 8 months on supervised release.
I think she's out. I think she's out. I think she's out of prison already.
It's easier as the years go on. We're going on 3 years, and I don't see it any different. I've just learned how to live my life with a piece of my heart missing.
I couldn't even, I watched like 3 seconds of that video of that poor man.
Amity Dimmick says a piece of her heart's been missing since August 31st, 2019.
He was kind and compassionate, and he was funny.
Her 21-year-old son, Kobe Dimmick Heisler, was shot and killed by Brooklyn Center police officers. Family members say he was on the autism spectrum. No criminal charges were filed against the 2 Brooklyn Center police officers involved in his shooting.
It still breaks my heart watching our family members and friends still to this day dealing with the grief.
When I saw the videotapes and I saw what they did to my son, my heart just sunk.
Grief has been a part of Delshia Perry's life for more than 5 years.
Yeah, he made some mistakes, but he was my only child, and he was a good person.
Her son, 27-year-old.
Damn, who lied to this bitch? Who lied to her? She got a jerry curl. This is what she did. She went and got a jerry curl. Who told her about all this purple? God damn. Like this is drag queenish. Like you come on TV with this ugly ass Lane Bryant shirt. This is from Target or Lane Bryant. I'm thinking more Lane Bryant than Target, but could be from still Target. You get a jerry curl, and somebody told you to get this purple ugly shit. God damn, lady.
And he was a good person.
Her son, 27-year-old Hardell Sherrill, died September 2nd, 2018, lying on his cell floor at the Beltrami County Jail. His pleas for help were ignored.
Even in his final hours, they still did not believe him.
The state medical board stripped the license of the jail's medical director at the time, Todd Leonard. Cheryl's nurse had her license revoked last year. But there have been no criminal charges, as the case still sits at the Attorney General's office.
So hard, even after 5 years. And I'm like,
hey, it ain't just this one. Scott County Jail, it's like motherfuckers was going to jail dying. Like, I know they showed 2 where they died out, but it was like last year was not a good year for melanated people to go to Scott County Jail and some of these other jails around here. Niggas was dying. This just was going to be there for a week or 2 or until they bailed out. And niggas was dying. So, yeah, it's fucked up. I mean, again, we got a lot of Europeans up here, and this ain't a good place to go to jail. Because they don't give a fuck about you. and, they remind you, you're not on vacation. You are not on vacation. So, but going to the county jail, you're not supposed to die. It's not a death sentence. I wonder. I saw the other day that the city of Chicago was suing Glock. And we'll see how that goes if you can sue Glock. Damn, yes. Stay away from jail. Exactly. Yeah. Stay away from that shit. Because they killing niggas. Up here, they killing niggas in jail. I mean, last year was not a good year to be in jail around here. They killed it. It was like 15 people, I think, died in local jails. So I think I might have I might have did a show on that last year of all the people. I have to look back in it, but I think I did a show on that, all the people that died in local jails. And, you know, they wasn't in there for capital nothing. They was in there for simple shit, you know, just simple shit. So yeah, you might want to stay away up here. Because, you know, if you can't do nothing where you can't get right out of jail, like they take you and you ain't got the money, like how much to get out this motherfucker? Okay, I got it. Just let me out. No, I don't want your bologna sandwich or nothing like that. So I'm making some sandwiches when I was a cop. They was like, bologna sandwich, this all you giving these niggas? I had arrested a drunk driver or something and taken them in there. Like they had one cell, and I don't know, I imagine the jail is still there. The cell was not long as my arms. You was just there wasn't no toilet in there or nothing. They just had a motherfucker sitting there. And I don't know how you got to sit there, but you was like in the middle of this jail in this tiny little cell. And like, why would they even make something like that? And again, it had to be some type of punishment, but it was like, it wasn't even long enough to lay down. It's like you could lay down there and, you know, have your legs tucked in, you could sit down, but it was like it looked more like something to torture people more than, you know. And there's some jails in some of the little towns in Michigan, man, some of them jails was 100-year-old jails still operating and still put niggas in them jails. That's why Michigan is a great state not to be in. What do I sing? Indiana wants me, but I can't go back there. Indiana wants me, but I can't go back there. Fuck Michigan. Fuck Allegan County. Fuck them all. Look at me, and I ain't Allegan County. That's one of the most fucked up places in America to be. Their jail looked like a goddamn, like a 100-year-old jail. I mean, it really is. And they ain't trying to build nothing because they ain't got no money. They a broke-ass county. One of the brokest counties in the country. Oh, let me see if this is little highlights. Let me see if this is highlights. Because my nephew's team from last year, they play state tomorrow night. So I'm kind of on the verge if we want to go down there now. But it's you know, tickets ain't that expensive, but it's just down there. Everything is expensive, you know. Let's see what they're going to show.
Minneapolis. The championship is set for Saturday, but today it's time for the quarterfinals. Our Kelsey Christensen joins us live in Minneapolis with a look at all the excitement ahead on the court. Hey, Kelsey.
Hey, Brett. Yeah, we are feeling the energy here in Twin Cities this month. We just had the Big Ten here last week at the Target Center. Now it's back. Set up and then across town at Williams Arena in Class 3A. Totino Grace, man, that's going to be one team to watch. They've won the last 2 years. They're playing right now. You know, they say the hardest thing for a team to do is to repeat as a champion, but you know what's harder? Trying to three-peat. So
now, what Grace is Grace plays in a they play higher competition all year. And so by the time the tournament comes, they're playing under what they're used to playing. That's one reason, because they like we go basically 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5, you know, basically like that. I think it goes 6A in football. It's a little different. And in Michigan, it's A, B, C, and D, which is it's about the same thing. But what Grace does is Grace's schedule, they play all the top 4A teams, even though they're 2A or whether 3A. So they're most of the teams they play are 4A. So I'll let them show it.
Just have to see what happens this morning. And then back here at the Target Center at 2 o'clock in Class 4A again, Egan is headed to the state tournament for the first time since 2005. Egan is unseeded and will play number 2 seed Park Center. Most quarterfinal games start today at the Target Center and then Williams Arena at the U of M campus, while Class A tips off tomorrow.
It's my last year at high school. I don't think I'm going to get this again. Probably just to be here, watch the boys, all this. It's just like...
Who cares? Show some of the other
Good
hoopers.
squad together and just really got the job done this year.
Okay, should be
They're not showing Minnetonka. So
mobile app, but maybe...
So yeah, so that's what, I don't know if you guys had your high school tournaments yet, but that's what's going on. So I might go see the finals for the 4A. It's going to be Minnetonka plays Wachovia, and the player of the year is in Wachovia. Wachovia won the championship last year. My nephew's team lost in the semifinals, so they were one game away from being in it. So... But the people behind him have had another good year. What? Am I off? Oh, maybe I'm off because it says... No, that says... Oh, who's this nigga?
Hyundai.
Okay, something happened. Something happened. You know the way they be cutting a nigga off? Oh. They be cutting me off all the fucking time. I get to chop, and the next thing I know, I'm like talking to myself. Boss, progress of elimination. Progress. Isn't it supposed to be process of elimination? It says progress of elimination. Oh. And it's like dirty ass people that do dirty ass things. And it's like, you can't. Like, one thing I've learned, and I'm going to share this with everybody, it's like when your loved ones die and that bread is out there and people know they're going to get their bread, don't trust anybody, not your family members, not anybody, because when that bread is out there, your family will turn on you. People will turn on you. It's like I watched a miserable bitch die and nobody liked her. But when it came time to collect that bread, the family that didn't really like her, all of a sudden, we know what share do we get? Like, this is a sister. What share does a sister get? Usually the children get the bread that's left. But that's just what it will come from. And don't let your elders be taken advantage of. Because that's what they'll do is a brother, sister, cousin will come and try to take advantage of an elder. I remember a nigga married one of my aunts, my stepfather's sisters, and he marries her and he starts trying to get her to sign everything over to him. And it took her a couple months to see what he was doing, but he was bold about it. It was like, so after a month, we had to go down there and check this nigga. It's like, yeah, you got to go now, dude, and you signing all these papers. You gonna go and you gonna sign this shit or we gonna beat the fuck out you. So he signed that shit, But just be aware of that, y'all. Don't trust. I'm telling you, don't trust people, because when that bread is out there, your own family will turn on you. They will turn on you. And so, make everything tight. Get with your loved ones and make sure everything is tight. So you ain't got to go to probate court. That everything is already settled and set out. Get a will yourself. Say, this is who gets what, Because look at Prince. Look how sloppy Prince shit was. Yeah, that's what happens to my family when my mom died. Yeah. I'm telling you this. Like what they did to when I was let me see. My great grandmother died. I think I was 4th grade. I must have been 4th because I was living with my mother then. 3rd grade I lived with my father. That was the only year I lived with him. But 4th grade I was back. So I was living with my mother. So, and like after the funeral, we went over to her house. And don't you know my grandfather's brothers and sisters had ransacked the house? I mean, literally just anything they could take. It was no organization. They just went in there. They looking for money hidden and everything. And I just, and I remember the look on my grandfather's face. how disappointed he was in all them. And then and wasn't none of them really broke. That's what was so sad about it. Most all of them had their own houses by then, their own families. They wasn't young. You know, all these people was in their 50s and probably 40s and 50s at the time. Because when I was in 4th grade, what years? That was Ali Frazier fight. So this must have been 71. So all these people was grown, you know, in their 40s and 50s. So that's just advice to give you, because they will turn on you. They try to keep some shit in probate court, which wastes a lot more money. Oh yeah, y'all got to get my girl. What is her name? I want to play her short because her shit is so good. What is her name? Sarah. What's your name? Let me see. Kenya Vaughn. Yeah, Kenya Vaughn just came out with a whole new album. So I've been rocking on Kenya Vaughn, and she is the young lady that sings. What's that shit she sings?
Well. Gotta get a piece of my.
Yeah, it's Kenya Vaughn. So you want to hear more of her? She's supposedly coming out with she has 3 or 4 songs out. So you want to check that out, check her out. And yeah, usually I don't come on Friday night. So this is odd for me to be on Friday night. So I'm not going to go on too much longer because I do got some shit to do in the morning. And really, I was just trying to go over the games. You know, that's all. Go over the games and, you know, show you a little debauchery. All right, I quit fucking with all this because I think I've storied out. You know, you say I don't have any beef with anybody. I don't give up that much a fuck about, you know, what anybody else says. That's on them, you know. And what they do and what they show, that's on them. I'm going to be me. I'm going to be free. You dig? And that's all you can do is be you and be free and be happy doing what you do and being you. It's like, you know, it's like motherfucker be depressed. And I'm like, how's a nigga depressed being him? Well, you know, his hopes and dreams didn't turn out the way he thought. Okay, well, you have new hopes and dreams then. You don't just have a static hopes and dreams. Okay, that didn't happen. Well, what else do you dream about? You only dream about one thing? You know, motherfucker be like, I wanted to, you know, be a manager at Dairy Queen. And then he couldn't be the manager. Motherfucker get deep depression. That was his only goal, to be a Dairy Queen manager. And, you know, we had the collusion by the government and American business that made you think you needed a college education to do any job. Any job. Oh, shit. Turtle Gang is on. Shit, I wish there's a way we could get together. Let me see, is this nigga, is he live? Oh, he's playing a video. Okay, but he's live too. I think he's live. He's playing somebody else's video. Only thing I'm gonna say is Turtle Gang, like, you know, I know they cut me off, but sometimes his brothers, his Wi-Fi be kind of fucked up. Brother Rich had him on and the screen was all, you know, you could barely see him because it was his Wi-Fi. And they could have been, you know, fucking with him too. But Turtle Gang, you want to check him out? Check him out. Oh shit, this is some sweet shit. They showing let me see if I can show this formation. That's all I really want to show is this formation. Because we used to run a little bit of this. Let's see if I can catch the formation. I just want to show the formation. Fuck what they talking about. This is some high school bullshit. Oh man, I just want to catch the formation. See if they show this formation. I want to show y'all this old type of football. And this is 85. This is high school 85. They say all my college tapes is gone. This isn't it. Let's see, kinda. No, this ain't really what I was looking at. This ain't the double wing. This is some bullshit high school. What I was looking for, like, is this it? Let me see if this is it right here. Let me look at them lined up. That ain't what the picture shows. It shows something different. I can't get it. Yeah, because they're doing it in this picture. I don't know if I can get this big enough. This picture right here. See this single wing? Okay, see that, okay. Can you see the back? There's a guy right there. You see this offense? Grambling used to run this. They put this guy in motion, but the way Grambling would do it is they would put two dudes like facing inward. Like it'd be two, the flankers, they'd put two flankers and they'd both be inside. And they ran a lot of counters. If you knew old Grambling football, they ran a lot of counters out of that, you know, before everybody passed so much. Drunk driver sentenced to 27 years in prison, right? Yeah, well, you deserved it. But I mentioned earlier, you know, these dudes going to buy these cars, $700-800, and the cars magically start. Like they want you to believe, really, you can just buy this car and it just magically starts. No, come on. It's some bullshit. Y'all done did something to that car to help that car start. Oh, Spice One. Run, Joe, run, Joe, run, Joe. Damn, Joyce DeWitt. You took naked pictures, Joyce DeWitt. Rare photos of Joyce DeWitt. Let's see if we can find the rare photos of Joyce DeWitt. Like motherfuckers really tried to look at Joyce DeWitt. Hey, Joyce DeWitt got some pictures, y'all. Let's see them. We can see the pictures. They're just talking about what she used to do. Where the pictures at? Where the pictures at, nigga? Where the pictures at? You talking about that three? What is it? 3 is enough? I don't see no naked pictures. Now, these are just pictures throughout the year. This is clickbait. There's no naked pictures of Joyce DeWitt. Daniel Delaney, you got some naked pictures out there? Because you ain't really a thick woman that people want to look at naked pictures of you, but you never know. Celebrities who died afraid to reveal their same-sex relationships. And I think one of the most popular melanated same-sex relationships was Pam Grier and Richard Pryor. And Richard Pryor was definitely bisexual. And, you know, he tells you that Pam Grier's a man. He says, I almost married the bitch. And the only person he almost married was Pam Grier. So Pam Grier, and you notice Pam Grier ain't had any children. So if you look at them, they didn't have any children. Makes you wonder why you didn't have any children. What does that shit say? Has a live shootout. Oh, a live shootout. Okay. Oh, well, like I said, I'm not going to go 3 hours again tonight like I did last night. I really just kind of want to talk about the game. So I'm about done with that. Let's see. And, you know, there's a Jordan release. I think the Carolina Blue 9s are coming out tomorrow. There's something like 400,000 pairs, so they shouldn't sell out. But, you know, it's funny when shoes sell out, the Bigfoot niggas shoes sell out first. 13, 14s, 15s. And I can wear 13s or 14s. Because actually, I'm probably closer to a 14, so 14s aren't too bad for me. I was thinking with Vivica, she has none as well. That's a good point. The one that does have that seems that probably like the greatest trans person that did the fake belly and all that is Venus Williams, or not Venus, Serena. Serena Williams is a man. I mean, I don't care how many babies they put the fake belly on her. That's a man. I mean, you look at everything about that person. It's the horse face. Again, shoulder to elbow. If it's a dead body there, this tells you what it is right here. And you look at Serena Williams, shoulder to elbow, as a man. And we know that women's tennis has been, remember, Renee Richardson, Dr. Renee, whatever her name was, when the whatever the world tennis, the women's,
they let a trans person in, that Renee something, Renee Richardson. I'm pretty sure that was her name. So it's always been where they take trans people. The tennis. Maria Navratilova, look at her. She ain't never had no children. Comes out gay. That's another dude. I mean, women's tennis is full of dudes. So, you know, and they go, you know, like, that's what's funny about Serena. She, because, you know, people broke down the fake bellies a long time ago. You know, they got every stage of a fake belly that you can buy. Every stage you can buy the fake belly. And so that's all Serena did. She took pictures with them little fake bellies like you see people in the movies. That's all she did. Paraded with her fake bellies around there. So we know what it is. And, you know, there's no knocking any of them, but I mean, you know, why go through the lie? But the lie goes back into Baal. It goes back into Marduk. You know, when Marduk got the emerald cut off his head and his shit cut off, he started dressing like a woman. That's why, you know, that ain't no Statue of Liberty. It's fucking sun worship. Fucking Marduk. That's really what it is Marduk or Baal. It's not no Statue of Liberty. Fucking curse up there. And like I say, you know, when the entity comes back, the first thing he gonna do is blow the fuck up a DC. The entity's gonna come back and tear all that shit down. That's the first shit he gonna tear down is all that shit. He gonna come back and all that shit's gonna be wiped out. And the same thing, they gonna go wipe out them presidents' heads. That spell you put over, you know, that sacred area. You put the Masons on there. All them heads you put in South Dakota is Masons. So, and that's some of the strongest female energy in the world. There's some type of, what do they call it? The portals? There's a portal there. And that's why they put them damn heads up there. So, saw Beyonce on that interview with the fake belly. Huh? Well, I'm saying that's what they use. That's what they do. That's what they do. They wear that fake belly. We saw Kim Kardashian try to, you know, the one they busted though was Gabrielle Union. I think Gabrielle Union is the man too, because she tried to fake having the baby at first, and that's why you could see they edit her shit out at the hospital. It looks like they even reshot it because she tried to lay in bed and say, I just had the baby. And then she pulled that shit. She pulled it. She pulled it. So, man, Tim Hardaway, how tall was Tim Hardaway? He must really be short because Donovan Mitchell is only 6 foot and Tim Hardaway was like a lot shorter than him. How tall is Tim Hardaway? How tall is Donovan Mitchell? Okay, they say Donovan Mitchell's 6'1". I done been on the court with Donovan Mitchell. I watched Donovan Mitchell play when he was with the Jazz here. He tall as me. Tim Hardaway ain't 6'1". Tim Hardaway ain't 6 foot. Tim Hardaway must be about 5'8", 5'9", because Donovan Mitchell was like 3 inches taller than him. And Donovan Mitchell ain't taller than me. I stood next to him. 6 foot, okay. I don't think he's 6 foot. I don't think Tim Hardaway's 6 foot. Because he stood next to, hey, Royal Bell, thank you for joining. He stood next to Donovan Mitchell, and Donovan Mitchell was at least 3 inches taller than him. And Donovan Mitchell ain't no taller than me. He ain't no taller than me. Now, I haven't met Tim Hardaway, so I don't know. I think I did her. Star Wars casting director. When did she pass? Did I do this one? Oh, okay. This is more the debauchery. Crittenden, Star Wars casting director, dies at 82. Films as well as movies by Peter Weir and Sam Raimi have died after multiple battles with cancer. Damn. Interview that she and the casting team saw auditions from over 3,500 actors before settling on the legendary trio of Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher. Okay. All right. So she drank from the Beast cup, and the Beast wasn't nice to her. Gave her that stardom and money and still gave her cancer. That's almost torturing people. You know, that's almost like a torture. You know, just torture people. That's what's fucked up. Shirley underscores black historical figures. No, they talking shit. Let's see what they say. Here's a moment in writer-director's new film, Shirley, based on the life of Shirley Chisholm. Oh, yeah, I'll let y'all follow along with this shit. The first black congresswoman, when you think it's going to be finally buckle under its own weight, let's see, it's some humanity. Is studiously seated, black straight shoulders, or kitchen blah blah, reaching a authentic end. Conrad tries to in vain reason about his wife about spending money they don't have. They go back and forth about it a bit until Shirley lashes out my money to indicate, presumably, confirms that it's her campaign and money, and she can do whatever she wants with it. So again, demeaning the black man. Shirley regains herself, and the moment is never referred to again. It doesn't lead to a couple having a big fight. Okay. So this is much of watching, which focuses entirely on Chisholm's historic and drama-filled run for nomination with little curiosity about her personhood. We get the obligatory encounters with her racist white peers in Congress who don't accept her because she's black. Okay. She expeditiously puts them in check. We get some scenes where she reminds her small and mighty exhausted team, which includes her husband, that she doesn't accept the word can't. We also glimpse her rousing speeches, encounters with marginalized communities, including their own Bedford Stuyvesant. So, I don't know what this shit is on, but I doubt I'm going to watch it. I doubt I'm going to watch that shit, but if you want to watch it, yeah, the same height as Donovan. I'm telling you, if you saw them, what did we just have? The All-Star game? Donovan Mitchell was standing next to Tim Hardaway Sr., and he was at least 3 inches taller. It was like this. He was that much taller. They were standing right next to each other, and he was that much taller. He was taller. I mean, his shoulders were higher, so that's all I'm going on. I don't know. Maybe I can find a picture of them standing together. So the highest grossing comedies of all time. What would be the highest grossing comedies of all time? Let's check it out. What's the highest grossing comedies of all time? Pitch Perfect 2. Okay. Some bullshit. Oh, okay. Pitch Perfect 2 made $287 million worldwide. All right. Elizabeth Banks. I forgot Elizabeth Banks directed that. Coming to America 1 made $288 million. Was this Bridesmaids made $289. We have Sex and the City movie. Okay. $294. I didn't see that stupid shit. Ghostbusters, which I might go see tomorrow. $295. Wow. Austin Powers made $296. Look Who's Talking, which was really stupid. I don't know why people went to see this shit. I've never watched it. My Best Friend's Wedding, $298. Liar Liar, which was really funny, $300 million. Quinn, I don't know what this shit is. Runaway Bride, that's so funny. I did see that. $310 million. Little Fockers, which was, that's okay. Austin Powers, $312. As Good as It Gets. That was some bullshit, I think. What's this? The Proposal. That was a comedy. I don't remember that shit. Beverly Hills Cops 1, $316. Green Book. That was a comedy? The Green Book was a comedy? I didn't think it was a comedy. The Devil Wears Prada. That's a comedy? I don't know what the fuck this shit is. Crocodile Dundee. Yeah. That's what that made. $328. Meet the Parents was stupid. Jump Street was real stupid. I'm surprised this made money. This was a stupid ass movie. Never Say Die. Yeah, I don't know this movie. Enchanted. Yeah, I don't remember that one. The Mask was funny. The Mask was funny as shit. The Flintstones. That was stupid. I remember I had some Flintstones. Oh, the Home Alone 2 was real funny. They both were hilarious. The Hangover 3. Okay. Notting Hill, didn't see it. Hitch, stupid. Didn't really see that as a comedy. Why are they showing all these foreign movies? What the fuck? There's Something About Mary, hilarious, especially dude comes in her hair and her hair's all stiff and shit. What Women Want, didn't see it. Mel Gibson, Helen Hunt, no, didn't see that shit. I don't even know if I'd call this a comedy. Yeah, because they got the two. There's a new one. There's 2 or 3. Yeah. The Wolf of Wall Street was not a comedy. I don't know about this shit here. Rain Man wasn't a comedy. Sex and the City, that was a comedy. Pretty Woman wasn't a comedy. Mrs. Doubtfire wasn't a comedy. I don't know this shit here. Home Alone was a comedy. That Home Alone was a comedy. The Intouchables, never saw that shit. Must be some British shit. Meet the Fockers. Ted. Ted is funny. Hangover Part 2. And Barbie. Okay, Barbie's a comedy. I would give that. But that other shit, I don't get that shit no comedy. The other shit was not comedy. That's some bullshit. But yeah, I told myself I wasn't going to stay up like I did last night. I went too far. I went too far. I still haven't watched the X-Men 97. If you out there, I still haven't watched that. Oh, shit. Well, guys, I don't really have a lot more. I like to Meet the Fockers and Ted. Barbie. Yeah, I haven't watched Barbie to this date. I have not watched Barbie. I watched maybe the beginning of Barbie and that's it. I have not watched Barbie. Matter of fact, I'm getting mixed up with another movie. It was that other movie that was kind of similar to Barbie, where the dudes went to work every day, you know, and the people was back. They put their girls back in the simulation and they left, and the women think they're going to work, and actually the men are going out of the simulation and then got all their women locked in the simulation. And some of the women didn't know they was in the simulation. So I won't either. Yeah, I haven't finished it. My daughter's watching that shit. I didn't watch it. I'll say this though, Wisconsin lost. What's up, CWE? Duke has an easier path. Yeah, I saw Wisconsin lose. I watched that one from beginning to end. Have you checked out Halo on Paramount? I'm still within the first episode, the first or the second episode. So I've watched some of them. You know, because those are the games I bought my children. You know, I bought my children when they was younger, all the Halo games. So I've watched about 2 episodes, maybe 1 episode. I don't think I finished it yet. But I started watching a little bit. I'm going to tell you what looks spectacular. Like, you know, that Neo QLED TV I got, that shit. The Little Mermaid is, again, right now I am into the colors. And the colors of the Little Mermaid and the speakers, man, that shit is the bomb. And I'm going to tell you another one. Y'all may not like it, but the way it sound and the way it look is fucking Taylor Swift. Man, that shit on QLED, Neo, that shit looks so clear. And her music, I mean, I love the color. The colors is just, that's why I like Little Mermaid, because the colors of Little Mermaid. That's why I really, you know, I've been spending I've watched Napoleon at least. I went to the movies to see Napoleon. I watched it 5 other times. I watched Oppenheimer at least 5 times because I like the color of it. It's, you know, that shit, the colors is with the TV is just so worth it. That's why I broke down and watched Little Mermaid. That shit, well, I watched most of it. What's the other one? Avatar, that shit looks so good. It's like I was saying, like, on my TV in my bedroom, we would see the Phoenix Suns play. On the other TV, I couldn't tell that their court was purple, like the paint was purple. The other TV was too washed off. This TV showed a purple court. I was like, damn, all these years of looking at that shit, I didn't know that shit was purple. QLED don't have one. I guess I forget. One is OLED, LG is OLED, and Samsung, I think is Samsung QLED. QLED's Neo Samsung. Yeah, and it didn't really cost that much, but it's a difference. I'm telling you, it's a difference. The games and like the new movies got a Like you watch sports in dynamic mode because you want a little more light to it. But for movies, they got a movie thing, this director's thing on there, and that shit. I'm telling you, that Taylor Swift shit looks so good. I mean, I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan, but I like the colors and the way it sounds. That shit sound good. Purple court. Like, no, it's just like the only points purple is the 3 seconds area. You know, the 3 second area is purple with like a light purple line down the side. And I'd never noticed that before. It's like my other TV was too washed off. It didn't show that. So it's just the 3 seconds area was purple. And I'd never noticed that. I was like, well, damn, that is their color, but I never noticed that part was purple. But those of you, let me see, Nike. Here we go. You suck. Where is it? Oh, here we go. They'll probably show the shoes too. So I used it like these coming out at 9 o'clock in the morning. The leather doesn't look as good. Again, this is one shoe I never hooped in. I will tell the truth. They only made 32,000 of these, so these are going to be harder to get right now. I think they're $500-$600 to get them. These are $210. Say they sold out of these motherfuckers. I would have no interest. These are coming out. I don't know if I'd have any interest in those or those or those or those. This looks kind of fun. I don't know. I'd buy them. I couldn't walk in these. I mean, who could walk in that kind of shit right there? I think you can still get these. Yeah, so these, no, these shit don't say sold out. These look interesting. What are these? I don't know if those are like the, okay, these are Liner Room. These are what? Summit White Phantoms. You like that shit? I don't mind this, but I don't like prints. I want the shit sewed in. Trying to see shoulder to elbow. Okay, they sold out of those. Those are John Morant. Oh, these are J-Force ones, which I don't know if that's John Morant. Pass. I wouldn't have got those. These women's. Are these women's? Yeah, these are women's. Pass. They said they sold these out. Okay, I wouldn't have bought these motherfuckers anyway. Oh, they sold out of those too. So these must be old releases. You can still get these. What do you mean by shoulder to elbow? Oh, I'm sorry. I said earlier. Let me show you. All right. For any trans person, and the thing that will catch them is if the body was just bones, the way they could tell is two things that tell about a woman is hip bones. Your hip bones, you know, women have children, so they're formed in here differently. But this thing right here, that shoulder to that elbow tells if it's a man or a woman. So if this was just all bones and we couldn't tell, we didn't have the hips, we could tell by the proportion of the shoulder to the elbow. I don't know, it's pretty broad, kind of flat, not very hipsy, because you see, if she was hipsy, they wouldn't have to have her turn to show her hips. See what they did? They've got her turned so she sees a little more hipsy. But that's what I mean by shoulder to elbow. And I just think these are just older ones that already. Yeah, it looks like you can still get these. These are Cortezes. I don't know if you guys like Cortezes. Yeah. Don't like any of these. Now, this is kind of a boot. This is cool. I kind of like these. I think PJ, you got these, didn't you? I think you got something like this. Oh, these are all white Kobe's. They sold out. Yeah, I think PJ, didn't you get something like these? think you got a pair of something like that. What are these called? I thought you got the Huarache. Oh, yeah, you said the yellow Huaraches. Yeah, you got those. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. That's all where I get that from. Shoulder to elbow. What are these? Damn, no names? Okay, these are women's forces. They said they're going to stop selling Air Force Ones to try to sell the rest of the shoes. Now, I'm going to tell you, if you're into Nike stock, if these shoes flop tomorrow, that stock will tell you. That stock will tell you. Nike stock, it's interesting when it's the shoe releases. See, these motherfuckers, that shit's under, I hated when they did this. That's some uncomfortable shit there. They didn't get this right. That shit is so uncomfortable. Y'all remember the Jerry Stackhouses? They came out with the Stackhouses that had that shit. That shit was so uncomfortable. Oh, these the Barclays. Oh, they sold out of these motherfuckers, huh? Okay, I wouldn't have wanted the motherfuckers anyway. Oh, you can still get them? Okay, you can still get these. I had the boots. These are just like my boots. I had the boots that was that. This might be fun for the summer. That might be fun. Oh, another boot. I've never seen these. Damn, where are they coming out with this shit? This shit is kind of cool for a boot. Cortezes. They're all white Cortezes. Yeah, this looks like this would be a fun shoe to play pickleball in. Sold out of the Kobe's. What is this? Who's that? What's that called? Off-white. These ain't bad. Kind of liking the twos a little more. Oh, they sold out of these. I think on a Nike thing, you can still get those. So if you want to climb a mountain, you wear some shit like this. They sell out of these. What are these called? Light smoke gray. I think those are going to be good pickleball shoes. Sold out of these. Okay. This is one of y'all got the Grinch. Those Jordans put with the Mahomes jersey. Okay, bet. They sold out of the Grinch. I think these are the Grinch or reverse Grinch. The reverse Grinch. Okay. Sold out of those. Okay. Sold out of these jackets, which not that big a deal. What was this called? White and pecan. Okay. So, they're going to have, so if you are, junkies, shoe junkies, be fiending and shit for the shoes, I got to have them. The shoes be on your mind. These come out tomorrow at 9 a.m. And you should be able to get a pair. And these are one of the few I didn't play in. I played in most of the ones he had, except the early ones. I never thought those were good shoes. 1s, 2s, and 3s, 4s. I never thought those was good hoop shoes. I think my first one was 8. I skipped these 9s, and I think I got 10, 11, 12s, 13, 14s. They were better hoop shoes. So, Alan, have you seen the gambling news? Yeah, I saw the gambling news. You're like, this is what I don't understand about it. Why would the interpreter need access to your funds? That's what I don't understand. Why would an interpreter need access to the player's funds without the player's permission? And $4 million? I mean, the team, the way it would work is the team, okay, so my manager knows I can't speak English. So I'm not going to be able to operate. So the team is going to have to hire an interpreter. Now, they probably would give me my preference of who I like, but the team would be paying him. So that makes you wonder, was that dude betting too? Because again, why would the guy need access to his money? I mean, that just doesn't make sense. If the dude's not making bets for him, why did he have access? You're getting paid your own money by contract. Whoever he plays for is paying you. You ain't getting money out of his shit. You don't work for him. You work for the team. I'm telling you, there's no way they negotiated where he has to pay him out of his salary. No player would take that. He knows English, okay. And he's the scapegoat. That could be a good point. Because again, why did you have access to that money? So, was the fall guy. Lippy was the fall. And that was the first thing I thought about. I was like, why would he have access? If dude ain't involved, why would he have access? That's what makes no sense. You wouldn't give him access to that. So that's the only thing that I find odd about the whole situation is why did he have access to the bread? He wouldn't have. He would not have. So that's the only thing I see. Well, guys, I'm at 2.5 hours, and Friday nights is not my thing. It's usually my night off. So I'm gonna be here the next couple of days because of the basketball. I'll watch Saturday Night Live tomorrow, depending on that usually ends when Michael Che and them come on about 11:15, 11:20, and so sometime after that, around 12-ish, if the game, because the last game didn't end until 11:30. I mean, 11:30 my time. So I know you Easterners, that last game didn't get done till close to 12:30 for y'all. So, so thank you for coming. I appreciate it. And I will live with just a little positive thought. Like I always say, when you leave the house, you should be a Super Saiyan. But you have to take the steps to become that Super Saiyan. And so what I'm saying is mentally, rise your vibration high as it can be. As the witch says, love or above. You can do both. You can rise your vibrations and you can keep it at love or above. And what happens is, the children fuck with you and you take your energy down. Your wife fucking with you. You might get a call. But those are natural things that you've created, because everything in your house you've created. You created to put that woman there and them children there. So, these are things that you have created, so you have a command of them. But when you walk out that door, like when Willie Dynamite, he slaps the chick and then he runs out the courtroom with them furs where he runs down the stairs. Remember Willie Dynamite? That's how you got to be when you come out your house. You got to be a Super Saiyan. And when you turn on that music and you get in that ride and you start pushing it, that's how you should feel. Like if you go on the job or you got multiple jobs, however it is for you. I can't say how it is for you, but that's what you should radiate. So when you step in where you at, they be like, whoa. They feel your energy every time because your energy is upbeat and positive. And you have confidence, because that's something like when you work, they hate a motherfucker have confidence. I remember I took a job because I was like, I didn't like the job I had, so I took another job, didn't like that motherfucker either. And I remember a motherfucker come up to me talking about, well, if you guys don't get quicker, you might not be here. And I'm like, I flipped it right here. I was like, look, dude, I'm going to work here a couple more days to get a check, and then I'm quitting. You can tell the manager, you can tell I'm not going to be here. So that took right there what he thought would fear me, make me scared. Oh, yes, master, I'm going to be faster, master. And then and if you live like this, that's you. But like, I hated, like, I would quit places that if they didn't have at least a half-hour lunch and they didn't give you a 15-minute break in the morning and a 15-minute break in the afternoon. These motherfuckers, I went to a couple factories. These niggas got a 5-minute break in the morning, a 15-minute lunch, and a 5-minute break in the afternoon. And the motherfuckers just try to justify. It's like 15 minutes is so slow that if it's only 1 or 2 microwaves and everybody can't get their food microwaved, you might be eating in 3 or 4 minutes. Breaks are to recover, to make you recover from whatever work you're doing. That's what breaks are for. And so everybody should have an hour off. That's what it equals to. You get a half-hour lunch, and those of you that get an hour, right on. I used to love that shit. I mean, I remember they forced me to take an hour, and I would drive home and fucking go to sleep. Like, I don't need an hour, I would drive home and fucking fall asleep on my couch because I live close to the work. But that's really the attitude you got to have every time you face the world, because the world will pick up on your weaknesses. It'll pick up on your fears. I mean, we're fucking with the ultimate reality generator. Think about that. And so you, at all times, you can manipulate it. You can manipulate it, You can manipulate the reality generator just by being confident and by being you. Like, motherfucker, no, you're not just going to manufacture some fucked up shit for me. No, I'm vibrating too high for that. So that's the positive words. I don't really have a lot of philosophizing, but that's the positive words. So thank you for coming. This has been the Chocolate Mountain Show.